Yo, it's KC. Welcome to the third of 3 bonus videos on how to have the most fun possible as an NBA fan. And I know that it's like different content. That's why it's bonus. I just noticed that so many non-Americans watch AM Hoops, or if you just don't have a ton of friends who love the NBA, but I'm gonna show you what it actually looks like. Being a real fan of any sport is about so much more than just watching games. Like, you don't just turn that part of your brain off. There's so much to talk about in between games and during games too. I mean, I think it's fun to debate because you get to hear other people's opinion, maybe it changes yours, or have your opinion heard, which actually helps me set what I think about the league when I can actually explain it to people, right? But the key to it is to avoid toxic people. Now, of course, the internet is filled with trolls, so that's hard to do, but it's not impossible. So first off, I wanna thank all the people who dropped comments in the last video. The person said they got called a casual for talking about jerseys, which is ridiculous. Nathan says, imagine the internet with no trolls. That would be amazing. And Jiri said, being kind definitely changes things. I just wanna have healthy debates with people who can have different opinions, but there's no need to cuss each other out for it. But even with those troll tactics, I think a lot of fans, especially outside of America, just feel isolated. I mean, I remember what it was like when I loved soccer in the States. Now, I was lucky enough that my girlfriend actually went to LA Galaxy games with me, although it was probably just for David Beckham. But either way, at least I had someone. Can you imagine how depressing it would have been if I just went to all those games by myself? Now, I did wake up early by myself to watch European matches, and I really didn't have anyone to talk about the game with in between those matches. But with the NBA, I do, and it's 10 times more fun. So I wanna show you a quick debate that I just had about the Warriors offseason. Now, I thought that they would be insane not to definitely trade for Bradley Beal, but I actually have a Warriors fan who thinks that they won't make a major trade, and it really made me think.
Toronto, the Spurs, the Warriors are franchises that act more conservatively than other franchises. They're franchises that are cheap, notoriously known for cheap, and there's franchises that are known for being, we'll spend everything. And you have to compare the Warriors more to the Spurs and Toronto, who don't leverage their entire future.
I think for Beal, they might be more likely to pull the trigger, especially if they've got Steph and those guys coming to the front office. I think the Warriors would have it in the back of their mind that if they don't do something, that Steph could leave.
That's a good point that Shane brings up, is those 3 stars going to the front office and say, we would prefer you guys to do this.
Also, going back to Shane's question, Steph, he grew up in Charlotte. Of course, his dad was played for the Hornets. It's a hypothetical what if.
Or he could want to play for his brother.
That's true.
That's true. That is true. He could go to Philly.
See, that was a lot more fun than just me talking to myself or reading comments on the internet. Also, you can watch games or, in our case, the NBA draft.
The Toronto Raptors select Scotty Barnes.
Oh!
Hey!
Did not see that coming.
We shouldn't be surprised about that. I mean, Toronto loves their defense. When you look
And
at
they've got,
Anunoby, you look at Fred
Van
VanVleet, and you look at Siakam, all of those guys are like top tier defenders.
The Oklahoma City Thunder select Josh Giddey from Melbourne, Australia.
Oh! Yeah, my
What?
God.
Are you kidding me?
I heard he was going to go in the top 10.
Yeah, I thought he
Damn.
was going to go out like 8 or 9. I didn't know he was going to go 6.
I'm actually glad he's going to the Thunder.
They're going to give him minutes, though.
That's why I'm happy because you'll actually get to play.
But, I mean, what is up with SGA being in all these trade talks? That's crazy.
It's ridiculous. If any of them are true, that's ridiculous.
See? No trolls. No matter where you live in the world, it is possible. Just a group of tight friends having fun watching the NBA. And I like Discord. Like, I'm a fan, but it's pretty limited. All you get is a chat room, and you can get lost in the discussion easy if you're not on the app all the time. So subreddits are pretty good to go back to discussions, but in all of these, there are trolls everywhere. But imagine how fun it would be if you combine all 3 of those elements: becoming an expert fan about the NBA, eliminating trolls, and having a group of friends that you can really connect with. You can tackle all that by yourself. You could develop all 3 things no matter where you live, Or you could join my closed group, which is called AM Hoops Plus. And I'm opening signups for just a few days, a really short window. It's going to end August 6th, right when free agency contracts can be signed. Now, leave a comment below if you already have a group of friends who love the NBA, especially if you don't live in the United States. Now, in the next bonus video, I'm gonna go even deeper on AM Hoops Plus. The link is in the description, so check it out, and I really hope to see you soon.